here for you, Ryan. We're here to help you, man. We care for you. Even though you hate us with a passion, we love you, man.
That's why my mic is muted regularly by that cocksucking piece of shit who was never there when I...
Hey guys, this is just a clip that I took from Solve's channel when I was on talking to Burn the Corporate Fiction, Ryan. Ryan, I don't want this to come out in a bad way, but I do hope you watch this when you're sober so you can see the behavior that you had specifically towards your dad was not really acceptable. It's a different thing to be disrespectful to me or anybody else, but specifically the way you were towards your dad is not really okay. We understand that it is based on your drinking. This is not to badmouth or bash you. I just want you to see this when you're sober so you can see how your reaction was to having the discussion. My heart is only there for great intent with you, and I really do wish the best for you. I pray that you do watch it with a sober and humble heart, and that you come to realization that we just want the best for you, man. And I'm always here for you if you ever want to talk or just need a prayer. And yeah, Ryan, wish you all the best. And anybody watching this, guys, please don't take it negative on him or badmouth him. Rather give him support and show him that we all care. Okay guys, enjoy, and by the way, hit the likes, share the show so we can get this message far and through, because a lot of people do suffer with this kind of addiction, and I think it's an important thing to discuss. So till next time, God bless.
What's going on, Keith?
Hey, morning guys.
Morning.
Can't believe you're still alive.
Yeah. We've been needing to get together on that debate, so I mean, we can have it here, or we can schedule it for another time. I'm good, but either way,
you ready, man?
We can have it here. I don't care.
What?
Yeah, Keith, I've been advertising the merch all day.
Hey, this man is a servant of Christ, but he's also a born again, so he gets a little convoluted in some of his aspects, but there's really nothing that that Keith says that I can't agree with.
Well, you know, mistranslations and people's interpretations of what things mean can sometimes get confusing, you know, and you know, people can get passionate about it. This is kind of interesting. This is what happened with this guy.
Hey, I'm Tom Michaels, and I want to invite you to my new laundromat, Whites Only Laundry. We specialize in only washing your white laundry, so your linens, socks, and undershirts will look fresher than ever. By focusing just on white laundry, our prices are 25% lower than the other guys. Plus, get an extra 10% discount by singing our slogan at the register. Hope to see you soon.
And guess what? People are going to take them in a whole
It's Tom
long
again
way.
from the laundromat.
No,
that's been in
that's
the news.
perfect. No, that's exactly right.
It's not over. Listen.
And I really want to apologize. I definitely should have realized that the name
apologizing.
Whites Only Laundry sounds racist. Is racist. And that was not my intention at all. But we've changed the name and fixed the problem. Whites Only Laundry is now No Coloreds Laundry. It still gets across that we can't wash colored clothes without any of the racial connotations of
if I
whites
owned a
only.
laundromat,
Plus,
I would do
to make up for our terrible mistake, come on in before Friday and you'll get yourself a free t-shirt. Just don't wash it here because it has all these colors on it.
I swear to God, I would do that if I owned a laundromat. That's exactly right. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. Obviously, changing the name only made things worse, and neither one of those are appropriate names for a laundromat or any business or anything.
This makes it sound like my channel.
But I'm gonna make things right.
Let's go.
First, for the African American community, I've installed a special side entrance so that you'll know you're definitely welcome in my laundromat. Also, I've set aside separate but equally powerful washing machines exclusively for your use in the back of the laundromat, although they still only wash white clothes. And this time, to ensure I don't upset or disrespect anyone, I'm naming it after myself. And since my sister just had a baby, everybody come on down to Uncle Tom's Laundromat. Remember, whites only, no colors, and black center through a special side entrance.
Oh my god!
No, that exemplifies exactly what I'm saying. Like 100%. That is exactly like what. Like no matter what you do, you're damned, right? But it's because everyone's so focused on superficiality, right? So
symbolism over substance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't look at their intent. They're looking at just how they can be obsessed with how they read the situation. I get the same thing with my channel branding.
Yeah.
It's like I move 1 foot left, I'm wrong with these guys. Move 1 foot right, I'm wrong with these guys. Doesn't matter what you do, you're always wrong. You piss someone off.
Hey, you're over the target, Flats. Hey, honestly, you are. You're over the target.
You were like damn near 50% freaking trolls in your chat, man.
It's insane. I've never seen somebody attack a channel like I have yours.
Crazy.
Yeah.
This is so crazy. This doesn't have any sound, so you can keep the conversation going. This is just disturbing, and I'm going to make you people watch it. That's all.
Oh, nice. He's going to eat himself, isn't he?
Oh, no, I immediately seen what that is. You're eating yourself because you're putting people in the fast food, obviously. Yeah.
Hey, it's Arby's.
Look at where get the meat from, guys.
Yeah, right.
You couldn't possibly maintain a franchise that large based on beef product. There's just no way, dude. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I got it. Wow.
No, Subway's getting it too. Look at that.
Something just made the fucking house rumble, man.
Well, this is Mark Passio, which I disagree. Actually, I entirely owe to him some of my insights where like the final
experiment?
Principle. No, the final principle is care, which is free will, which is what he hasn't put together yet. It's free will, right? So I owe that to him. But I disagree with him on quite a few subjects. But that right there shows you so Mark Passio, what I learned from him was that, so if I'm selling, I literally use this all the time with regular people on the street. If I'm selling some apples, right, and I poison them, okay, I poison the apples. I want to kill you, right? And I poison the apples, but I'm selling apples, and the sign only says apples. It's just apples, right? Good, yes, just nice, delicious apples. Come eat them, and you eat it, and you die. I killed you because I deceived you. Now, if I sell apples and I poison them, and I have a sign that says poisoned apples, come eat them. And you come eat them, right? I'm absolved of all metaphysical guilt. And I think about that when I see products like Liquid Death.
Or they do that sacrifice to care.
No, but think about this. Liquid Death, they sell a canned in aluminum water called Liquid Death. Yeah, and they say, you ever tried Liquid Death? And I say, no, because I believe them.
Let me see if I think I got that on here someplace.
No, because I believe you. I believe that's liquid. I believe you. You're telling me this is Liquid Death, and I can buy it from you. I can drink it, right? And I'm going to die because I'm drinking it. I believe you. Because then what do they, there's no consequence. Like, dude, I told you, poison apple. You came up and you said, hey, I want one of them poison apples. I say, here you go. You ate it and you died. That's your fault. It's not my fault.
So this is a Masonic orb from the 1700s.
What makes it Masonic? Let's see.
I don't know.
Yeah. That story sounds familiar, like Snow White almost, though. Just throwing that out there. Poison apples. Yeah.
The thing's pretty cool mechanically.
Yeah. That's how they made the globe. So you're looking at it.
is a so. Let me tell you guys something about just to show you.
Masonic symbols inside of it.
Let me tell you something about the globe. So in our and we do reference the globe. So in our craft, we say that the globes are two artificial spherical bodies representing the countries, seas, and various parts of the earth. Right, the heavens. So basically, we say that they're the noblest instruments for improving the mind. Improving. What does the word improve mean? No, we do.
Better, whatever. We all know what improve means. Go ahead.
We don't. We don't, though. Think about it. Improve. What does that etymologically mean? Because that's how masonry works. And I've been trying to work this out myself. And so maybe I'll aid you guys in the assistance of it.
Well, I think I know where you're
going. Because we also call...
Prove yourself, right? Prove it to yourself?
No, improve. So let's think about the word improve. They're the noblest instruments for improving the mind. But improve, yeah, it makes me... So, because we call the heavens the celestial hemisphere. We do. When we talk about astronomy, we call it the hemisphere, which means it's a half of a circle. Which means the other half of the circle would be the dark side of things, and then the plane would be in the middle. We call it that. And because I'm so reverential of masonry, I know what masonry is, and you guys should too by this point. What do they mean by improve? What is the etymological root? Because it's all about the word. In the beginning, there was the word, right? So it's all about the word. What does improve mean? Does it mean...
Is this a quiz, or are you going to tell us?
Oh, no, I'm genuinely asking. I want you guys to
tell no, just tell us, man. I don't have all night, and I want to get on to other things.
Fuck off. I'm actually asking to people.
Well, I know. We're not here to be quizzed, man.
It's not a quiz.
You've got a point to make to say the etymological fucking root and everything of this word, if you look at it, is this, and this. Not like we're your fucking classroom or some shit. We're not here to raise your hand and all that.
First of all, right? First of all, don't talk to me like that. Second of all,
well, don't come on here and try to take over my show.
I'm definitely not, but I'm telling you.
You are.
So you don't want Masonic secret? Okay, I guess come to my channel for
if you're going to give them, don't take a month of Sundays to get to them. My God, if you've got a point,
I don't know this one. I'm asking your help for the word improve. Improve. Where's the origin of the wording?
I don't know. Look it up.
All right. You know what? Dad, as usual.
I'm just saying, man. Come on. You drag this out. Look, Ryan, once again, you've come on here drinking again. And this is why you're drawing out and dragging on and just fucking, come on, man.
So you assume.
I don't assume. Other people in the freaking chat have already noted it. I put their comments even up on the screen, for crying out loud.
All right, well, if I'm going to risk my life to tell you stuff, I obviously have to be in a certain situation. So everything I said was true, and it's still true, and I can challenge anybody in a competition of logic. And on top of that,
all right, so it says make or become better. It's a verb. Let's see if we can find more on it. Let's see here. Efforts to improve relations between the countries, quote unquote. Communication.
No, but think about the word itself. Improve.
Yeah, we're getting there. That's what we're looking. Origin, early 16th century.
Yeah.
Improve. Anglo-Norman
French. The French. It came from the French improved the language, you could say, and it got to do with more.
The French fucking muddied the language, so
Yes.
that actually gives context. Because the French muddied it. The French is the reason why language is so deceptive.
Because the French can, but if you look at the French language itself, the words don't fit anything anyway. They have the same word for different
I
meanings.
guarantee they don't. Yeah, the French, that's France. Exactly. It's the French that did it. Yep, the fucking, yep.
It's okay, so from Anglo-Norman, imprower, from Old French, improv or profit, from Vulgar Latin, advantageous, profitable, improve.
And it's to, I think it also says it's to be, I can say,
to make beneficial,
beneficial.
Right?
There we go, yeah.
The development of the mind, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Let's see.
Beneficial. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's what you guys are telling me. That's what I thought the whole time.
That's what I'm getting from Merriam-Webster. Results on there. I'm looking. Let's see, Collins Dictionary, and they're all telling me it's rooted in that French, which basically means to gain profit, to do better, to make.
Yes. Okay. Fuck yeah, it is. Yes, that makes sense. See, that's why I said it in the first place, because that's been something I've been chewing on. But go ahead,
Keith. This is what I was looking for earlier today on your show. That I wanted to remember. I told you about that. There's these Coke vending machines, and you can have it print whatever message you want on your can when you buy it, and it won't let you use Jesus. This is crazy.
No, it will fucking not. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
Watch what happens when you put Jesus in there. Personalize a message. You can put Allah loves you. Or you could even put, let's try that out. Buddha loves you. But you cannot even type in the word Jesus.
Wow.
We cannot allow this text on the camera.
That's crazy.
The end times, guys. The end times.
Everything else is good, though.
And they tell us there's no persecution of Christians today.
Oh, no, bro. Oh, no.
No, not at all.
Satan loves you. You can put that. You can put Satan loves you, Allah loves you, Buddha loves you. But when you type in this word, you can't even type the word in.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
I already know it.
Jesus.
He was the first form of people like you and me, Keith. And so, like, yeah, okay, everybody can be pissed at me or be like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But I guarantee you that I'm smarter. Well, I'm not going to be cocky like that. But my point is that, yes, this is what I'm telling you guys. The Catholic Church, who has been, the Book of Eli. Who's seen the Book of Eli?
Yeah. I like that. I have that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's an amazing movie, right?
Denzel Washington.
And what goes on? What happens? What is the storyline of that movie?
Yeah, the guy
he memorizes the Bible.
Yeah.
Why? Why does the bad guy want the Bible?
Because it was power.
It's power. And it is, because God is good and evil. And most Christians won't accept that. But it's true. It's true.
False.
It's true. It's true to say that evil exists outside of God is to say that God is not God. Who disagrees with that? Let me ask you that. Who disagrees with my statement and why?
Me, 100% disagree.
How?
God's character is only good.
Where does evil come from? No, okay, no, I'm glad this is our debate. Then where does evil come from?
Evil cannot exist without good.
Okay, who created
everything? God created everything good. So, in matter of fact, you have to have evil.
But did He create everything, or just everything good?
Yes, everything is created by God. Evil wasn't created by God. Evil was a byproduct of sin.
So God was out of control. No, let me address this. So God was out of control of this erroneous byproduct of his experiment. He didn't have control of it.
No, he gave everybody free will.
No, don't do that. Right? Go back. Right? So God is omnipresent, omniscient, right? And omnipotent, right? So evil exists. Who created
God
it?
created it. God didn't create evil. Evil is a byproduct of man's foul.
No,
sin.
but listen.
Yes.
So it exists outside of God.
No, God created the tree of good and evil. The tree
No,
of knowledge,
you're not
correct?
listening to me. God.
No, I understand exactly. You're trying to straw man God. Yeah,
I'm not straw manning. I'm telling you the logical ultimate end that most people can agree with.
Wait. Do you understand what free will is?
Of course, I understand it better than probably 99% of people on this panel. Yes.
I disagree with that.
Okay, so God created something that was outside of his control. Is that what you're saying?
You think evil's not out of his control?
No. Answer that question. God created something.
I disagree with you. I'm answering you. I'm saying, are you saying God isn't able to control evil?
Okay, so God created something outside of his control.
No, God created everything. Evil is not out of his control.
Okay, so then logically, evil must be under the dominion of God.
Everything is under the dominion of God, evil included. Who said it's not?
There you go. So why are you acting like it's two different things fighting each other?
It is. Good and evil are two different things.
They are. Absolutely. Based on your what? Free will.
Based on free will, yes.
Yes, your free will.
And who created the free will?
But who created the concept of God and the devil? Who created that?
No one. God created himself.
No one. Okay, hold on. You are ducking because you know why? You know why, Keith?
You have to let me talk again, man. No, this is the same like last time. You wouldn't let me talk.
Keith,
the thing is, you're going back.
Talk. Go ahead. Talk.
You're going back to the infinite regress story, okay? It's a fallacy in itself. There is no such thing as you're going to end up with, well, God had to create himself. No, that's because you're sitting in naturalistic mindset. God is the Alpha and Omega. He is the beginning end. There was nothing before God. He is existence. So if God doesn't exist, nothing else will exist, including evil. But evil isn't, created by God's purpose. The evil is created by man's free will to choose evil. You can't have cold without hot. You can't have darkness without light.
Okay, I appreciate your addendum of Hermetic philosophy.
Well, he's not done. You just interrupted him.
Okay, go. Oh, good. No, let him finish, please. By God, I'm going to tear this apart. Go ahead.
All right, well, wait till he's done then.
Yeah, so all I'm trying to say is because we have free will, he didn't create us as robots. So he didn't per se to create evil. Evil is just a byproduct of a person's fall due to sin.
Okay. Are you finished?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So nothing can exist outside of God. Therefore, by obvious extension, everything that exists is a byproduct of God's free will.
Not God's free will, your free will.
No, but okay, fair enough. But God, imagine you created a play. Would you create a character who could act outside of your play? And how would that even? How would that even happen? How would that even happen? How would that even happen? You created it. You created it. So how could something happen outside of your free will? How could that happen?
First of all, it's a false equivalence. A play is a scripted thing. Life is not scripted.
I use the play as a means of correlative identification. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If so, what you postulate is that evil is in opposition to God. Postulates at the same time that God didn't create evil, that evil arose as a byproduct of what God did, which would make God not God. It
Okay,
would
let's
make
put it
him
this.
no, it
Okay,
would
let
make
me
him
break it
it would
down for
make
you.
him one being who desires positive against negative.
Okay, let me make it this way. When God created everything, all the angels in the heavens and things, was
Sure.
there such thing as sin?
No.
Okay, was there such thing as free will?
Debatable.
No, there was, because what do you think Lucifer did?
Yeah, well, okay, I agree with you.
Okay,
But
so wait. So
okay, shoot.
So
Go ahead.
who decided to sin against God?
Originally, Adam.
No, Lucifer. He was the first sinner.
How?
He decided to be God. He wanted to be as great as God. Pride and
No.
ego. And that's why God's casting
Well,
down.
I guess you could extrapolate that, but when you imagine that to be outside of God, who created
It's not outside of God.
How? Okay, so
Okay,
God.
so
Okay, so I imagine that you are Romeo and that my dad is Juliet.
Ah, beautiful self.
Right.
Good God.
I'm so pretty.
I like that you're laughing. I do.
I was gonna let my hair down. Oh no, wait, that's for fun. That's a different one. Never mind.
Yeah, God.
Well, I appreciate that you appreciate the insult as well, but that you imagine that, right? And that it plays out. What are the ramifications of Romeo and Juliet playing out?
First of all, Romeo and Juliet is again a false equivalence. You're trying to make man-made behaviors based on passion of lust compared to God, how he created everything. God, like I said, God created
okay.
Evil,
What is God?
Evil is wait.
Okay, no,
evil,
I have to stop you there. I have to stop you.
No, I'm still busy.
Okay, finish your statement. I'll still retain it. Go ahead.
Evil is still entwined in free will. So just like I said, if you can't have darkness, you can't have light. If you can't have hot, you can't have cold. It's literally a opposite thing. That's what free will is about. Because if you choose to go left, you have an option also to go right. So God gives you the option to be righteous, to may have a good life, or you have the option to be go against that. In other words, Lucifer.
Let me capture you there. And the go against it exists outside of God.
Sorry?
Nothing in creation does exist outside of God, Ryan.
Hold on. I know you know it. Stop. Let me do this. Okay. I know
sure
you
Keith
know.
knows it too. Yeah.
He does, but he doesn't. So the go against it, right? Right, the go against it. There, where I stopped you, exists outside of God.
Nothing exists outside of God.
Well, no shit, bro.
Never said it did.
But you are.
No, I never.
You are saying that.
But no, I'm not saying that. You're literally trying to.
It's not according to God's plan. Listen, when you say something's not according to God's plan, it's not.
I never said that. Never came out of my mouth.
Well, but okay, reiterate your original point then.
God created everything. Obviously, God doesn't want you to do evil. God doesn't want evil to exist. It is just a byproduct of having free will. It's not a set thing that could God have. Wait, let's do this way.
In the trap of Saturn.
No.
In the trap of Saturn.
Can I quickly share my screen?
Sure.
Salt?
Roger.
And could God have just decided not to
create?
Wait
a second. I'm trying to get it. It won't let me. Oh, I know why. Because I have mine up. There it is.
Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all things. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of course I do. That was my point. So where does the dichotomy exist of free will? Where does the actual dichotomy of free will?
You choose to go right or you choose to go left. You choose to do evil or you choose to do good.
We agree, but do they not all ultimately served God's purpose? That's my point.
No, God's purpose for us was to be in relationship with him, to worship him for eternity. Evil, why do you think he banished Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden when they sinned? Why do you think
what you're saying?
Why do you? Can I finish? Why do you think he banished Lucifer from heaven when he sinned? Because evil is separation of God. Evil and good cannot live together, just like oil and water cannot live together. It has to be separated. So you're trying to entwine two different aspects together as one. That's your problem.
Difference between the two of us is that I identify this as a school of refinery, and you identify this as the end.
What end? I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so nothing can exist outside of God, but God created a scenario with which you were presented good and evil.
God gave the means for the scenario to exist, not he created the scenario.
So he created the scenario and stepped back. That's what you proposed.
He created the means for the scenario to exist.
God's infinite possibility.
So he created that and then stepped back. That's what you're saying.
Think of it this way: when you train a dog, you tell the dog, okay, sit, but you're telling the dog you must sit because you know better. If the dog's going to stand up and run, there's going to run across a road and a car's going to ride him over, okay?
Right, so the dog knows to listen. That's a further reinforcing.
Does the dog have the choice? Does the dog have a choice to sit and
he
listen
does.
to the master?
He does, but does that choice not exist within God?
No, you have a free will. God doesn't control your free will.
You said no, it doesn't.
God does no. Everything exists through God. You have a free will. God doesn't control your free will.
God. So if we're to take God as omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent, right? If we're to take God as that definition, which is what could only be God, right? You're going to say he didn't know what you were going to do before he did it? Then why evil? That's the next question.
Okay, I'm going to do another scenario for you.
No.
You're not getting it. I'm not getting it. Let me explain it in another way. Maybe.
To your bullshit, but yes, go ahead.
It's not my bullshit. Just like you have a free will to think the way you do now. Okay.
You're getting more full of yourself, boy. You're going to bust. I swear to God.
So let's start again. Let's say you have a child. And you only want the best for the child, okay? So you know what's going to happen with this child if this child decides to do this, go against what you want for the child as good.
Okay.
Remember, God, you have to let me finish, man. Okay. God only wants the best for you. He created only good.
I agree wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So go ahead.
He wasn't done. You just started talking again, right in the middle
of the fuck up, you piece.
No.
Listen. Go ahead.
Hey. Listen. John Barleycorn's getting the better of you right now. All right.
No, he's not. Listen, I love this. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Shut up. Go ahead.
Don't tell me to shut up on my own show. I'm asking you to respect the other fucking guests.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can't even shut the fuck up for me to explain to you why you talking over someone else is
because
bullshit.
It's so stupid. What exists outside of
only
God?
What you say is fucking important then.
Okay, go ahead.
You all been out of shape when everybody fucking, if anybody talks over on you.
Wah. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Go ahead and have a couple more drinks. It's doing you so much good.
I mean, I'm
Jesus Christ.
We're here.
That's embarrassing.
I'm trying to help you dumbasses, but go ahead.
Okay, let's go again.
somebody who can't even help themselves. And if you can't even keep yourself fucking sober, then that's not, I don't need your help.
Oh, Dad, have I asked you for help? No. Fuck off. I haven't. So fuck off. How's that sound? Go ahead.
Well, it sounds like a drunk, is what it sounds like.
Well, no, it sounds like the nature
it sounds
of reality.
exactly like
it's
a fucking
nature.
drunk.
It's
Ryan.
the nature of reality. Do you have to fall back on the people?
Chat if he sounds like a drunk.
Go ahead.
In the chat if you think he doesn't sound like a drunk.
I'm glad you want to invalidate what I'm going to say.
I'm not trying to invalidate what you're trying to say. The only problem is you are
then shut the fuck up and let him talk.
You are trying to say while the other person has been in the middle of saying. That's all you've been doing is saying. It's all you do is say. You don't listen.
It's stupid. But go ahead, and I'm going to show it stupid.
Okay, I'm going to change. I'm going to even change the thing I wanted to do. I'm going to actually go now on another idea of Ryan making my point as he's talking to his dad right now. Okay, does your dad want the best for you, Ryan? The answer is yes. Would your dad rather tell you not to drink because when you do drink, you be disrespectful and you just
fuck that.
you're not honoring your father?
No, fuck that. Go back to your original.
Well, I'm still making my point, man. Come on.
Original point.
Listen,
original point.
You have to let me talk, man. You have to let me talk. I cannot get anywhere if you don't let me talk. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Mm-hmm. So, your dad wants the best for you. He knows that drinking causes you to act out this way, to be disrespectful, to think you're the biggest guy in the world, you know everything, everybody else is wrong. So what would he rather do? Would he say, yeah, okay, dude, I want the best for you, so don't drink rather, because this is going to be the outcome of drinking. Now, he gives you the choice.
How about fuck off and get to your original point?
It's still the original point. He still gives you the option to drink because it's your free will. You can choose, but you are able to choose the choice, good or evil.
Okay, no, you agree.
Listen, he knows the outcome of both situations.
Agree.
He doesn't force you.
He doesn't know the outcome, but God does. But go ahead.
He doesn't force you. He doesn't force you to
God does.
He doesn't force you. He doesn't force you.
Is my God omnipotent?
He doesn't force you.
Okay.
He doesn't force you.
Yeah, shut up. You hate that because you're a piece of you are a charlatan. Go ahead.
He doesn't force you. He doesn't force you to make the decision. He only guides you and says, listen, this is why I rather let you make this decision, because this is what I want the best for you.
What was your
now have to understand out of it. You now have to understand
your original point. How does anything
out of that?
Do you even remember what the original point was? Do you remember what the original point was?
Ryan, you now have to understand, out of this situation, you made the choice. God knows the outcome.
You remember what the original point was?
You make the choice because
hold on.
Just God. He let you be justified by your voice.
Yes, I will. I will be
justified. Back as
justified.
a loving God and lets you make your decision. Hence
That's
why people are
fucking
separated from
ridiculous.
God.
But go ahead.
Hence why people are separated from God, because they chose to be separated from God.
Okay, do you know what the original point was?
You chose it.
Yes.
Do you know what the original point was?
Yes,
and I'm glad you sucked my dad's dick that long enough.
Oh my God, Ryan, you are just really
no.
It's one thing to think we're all stupid, but you got to have a certain level of respect, man. I mean,
let's get back to the original point. Does anything exist outside of God? That was the original point.
That question's already been answered, Ryan. Yeah.
How? Yeah. When was it answered?
Oh, probably while you were trying to interrupt.
Probably when you motherfuckers tried to interrupt me. And you know what? Maybe the Masons are right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Interrupt you.
Hold on. Kidding? No. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Listen, I'm about to work for them. Listen. When did you tell me? No, listen. When did you tell me that God is outside of the devil? When did you tell me that anything happens outside of God's plan?
I never said that.
No, shut up. When did you tell me?
I never said
that. Shut up, Ryan.
Okay, go ahead. Shoot.
No,
shoot,
listen to
shoot,
me. No,
shoot,
you're going to listen to
shoot.
me. I'm putting you backstage for a minute. I'm going to bring you back up. But none of this shut up and you fuckers and fuck you and suck my dick and all that other bullshit that's coming out of you because you got a snoot full of John Barleycorn. The point of the matter is what he was saying was that I have advised you that it's probably not a good idea for you to have alcohol because they don't mix very well, as is very evident by your behavior. Did I force you not to? Did I? No, not at all. In fact, despite my better judgment, after I realized that you'd been drinking, I let you remain on the show. Okay? The point is, you still had the free will, and I've told you before what it does. You already know what it does. And you choose to do it anyways. Why? Because that's your free will. You chose to do something that was negative to yourself and your personality. That's the point. Now.
So, okay, let's try this again. No one ever, when I said God, everything was out of God. God is in control of everything. And my point again is, Ryan, you're showing it to a T. God guides you and tells you what he wants, and he only wants the best for you. You choose to go outside of that will. But because God is a justful and moral God, he lets you make that decision. He lets you make that choice. Just like he gave Adam and Eve the choice to eat from the tree of good and evil, of the tree of knowledge. Okay? If God didn't create the tree of good and evil, if he didn't create the knowledge, there would be no evil today. There would only be mindless robots without actual love for God. We'd be forced to be in his presence. We'd be forced to be under his control. In other words, we would be like AI robots. Do you understand that? So God gave us a consciousness. He gave us free will to be able to make the choice. Hence, God knows the future for everybody. But because he loves you so much and your free will and is a just God, he lets you make that choice anyway. Because if he didn't let you make that choice, you would not have free will. He would go against his own character. He would go against his own way of living, his own goodness. Because being good, lets people make their own decisions. If God was a dictator, then he wouldn't be God. That's my point.
Nice. Very well.
Beautifully said.
Very well put. There you go.
Which point does that deviate from God's authority? That's my question. Answer it. Now, with all the bluster and fuckery that you just gave all of that, answer, at which point does that deviate God's authority?
It doesn't.
Well, just no like fucking shit.
Just
asshole.
Like Jesus.
Wow, Ryan, you're just going to have to go tonight. I'm sorry.
He doesn't understand a father's love, does he?
What in the hell? Dude. What is it? Why are you calling people asshole and all this other shit?
Okay,
because they disagree with
respect. With respect,
how big is your fucking ego, and how does your head really hold it?
I don't know how my head holds it. I hate.
I know it's massive, and you know what? It's false. You need to drop that fucking ego shit. You are not the master of the universe. You are not the most
explain. No, God, help me, Lord Jesus Christ, help me with my problem with my head and what I know, and let my dad or anybody on this anybody on this panel, Lord Jesus Christ. Help anybody on this panel tell me how I'm wrong, please.
Your fucking
Lord
ego
Jesus
is what I'm
Lord
talking
Jesus,
about.
Lord Jesus Christ.
You already have been shown wrong, Ryan. Your whole attitude, the whole way you're acting, disrespect.
How?
Listen, your disrespect towards your dad, your disrespect towards everybody.
You're not gonna.
The way you are communicating very poisonally.
That's not gonna happen.
You won't let a motherfucker say more than 3 words before you start jamming in your goddamn mouth. You just want to have a fucking monologue and have everybody fucking agree with you.
How is God different?
If they don't agree with you, then you act like an asshole and call them names.
Dude, I swear to God, if you come up here in Michigan, I'm all right.
There we go. Making a point again.
What?
Come up. Anyway, I asked a simple question.
No, you didn't. You interrupted. You were talking in the middle.
How did I not ask a simple question?
You know, people only heard part of your question because you were still muted while Keith was talking. And then
I
when
believe that because you're an asshole who's controlled by the system.
Yes. Because you were interrupting but not being able to interrupt. I don't understand why you act like this.
Because I'm telling you the truth. I am the only one of us.
You want the world to see you as someone who calls people names.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Tonight, you guys made my mind up. I hope they enslave you. I'll help them from now on.
Wow, you're a real mature person.
Love you, Ryan.
Oh, I'm angry now, so I'm going to throw a tantrum.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Tell me how deviation.
Tantrum child.
Tell me how deviation from free will actually.
If you don't do what you say, are you going to call everybody names and become a turd?
Hold on. What did Keith just say? He said there isn't deviation. So it's not free will.
From free will. Not from free will.
It's already planned. That's my point, Keith. That's my point.
You don't. What I was saying is.
No, I know you know what I'm saying.
You don't understand what predetermination really is. So anyway, all outcomes are known by God. The outcome is still by your own volition. God doesn't force you to make that outcome, Ryan.
But
just like God doesn't force you.
Who makes the outcome? Who made me, Keith?
Just like God didn't force you.
Who made me? Without my dad's stupid, idiotic, fucking dumbass interruption.
Ryan.
Who made me?
Just like God didn't force you now. Yeah, just like God didn't force you now to be drunk and disrespect your dad. God knows it's not what he wants you to do, but who chose to do it?
He's really making an ass of himself, too.
That's really accountability, Ryan.
He just complained that I was interrupting his interruption.
Dude, literally, I swear to God, you guys are so stupid. I am actually happy that you're going to be slaves. No, I'm happy. I'm happy that you're going to be slaves.
You're
going to be slaves. You're going to be slaves.
You know what the difference between you and like FTFE is? Nothing.
One's a globe.
You would wish bad shit on people because they don't want you interrupting them, and they have a differing opinion about something than you. And they're not just agreeing in lockstep with you. So you wish bad shit on them, like a little child who doesn't get to have a toy that they want. Holy shit! How old are you?
Better never see me in person. That's a fact. And secondly. I'm not wishing this.
I only caught the last part of that. Better not see me in person. What was the first part of that?
That was the entirety of that. So, secondly,
so seeing you in person because I disagree with you being a drunken asshole.
Because you're an asshole and you're not listening to what I'm saying. And
because that's all you're doing is saying and doing no listening when others are talking. You won't let them get more than 3 words before you start going, no, and
because who controls free will? Who controls
you? Do.
Oh, I do. So I'm above God?
No.
What?
Then shut the fuck up.
Now I'm going to explain to you why. Just like I wanted to 5 times
already. Oh God, amazing. Go ahead with Keith with your fucking southern fucking super African way of trying to grift everybody because you want to make a living off of podcasting. Please tell me how the fuck you're going to explain to me that. No, absolutely. Tell me how you're going to explain to me that free will exists outside of God. Please tell me this.
Are you done yet?
No, I want to hear how free will exists outside of God.
So now that Ryan's done making shit up about me, let's move on to the actual thing. Jesus, what is God? What did he do? He came down to become man, to serve, and to die for their sins. There we go. That in a nutshell is just debunked everything you've just said. God is still in. control of free will.
No, what he did was he came down like me.
He chose to let people make their own free will.
Me. He's trying to tell you how stupid you are. He's trying to tell you how stupid you are. And you rejected him and you killed him.
He chose to let his own divinity be
you know what? I'm
just
gonna join the Illuminati. Fuck it.
To become down as man he created, so you can have the choice to either reject him or follow him. God is still in the authority. You still have your own authority with free will. If God didn't give you free will, if God didn't give you free will, if God didn't give you free will, he would be a dictator and he would go against his own justification.
Did God intend people to be subjected to tyranny? Did God will that?
No, they willed it for themselves.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. That's it.
Why was the Jews plundered in Babylonian 538 BCE?
Who? Okay, is there a power authority outside of God? Did God? No, hold on. Did God create the entirety of reality?
You didn't answer me. I asked you a question. Why do you think the whole Jewish population was plundered in 538 BCE by the Babylonians?
To be part of the script that I don't write. God
Disobedience. Why was the temple? Why was Jerusalem ransacked and destroyed in 70 AD by the Romans?
What I'm asking you is a simple question. Right? No, listen.
Hi, Mike.
If you can answer this question, if you can answer this question, I'll shut the fuck up. Okay, I will.
No, you won't.
I guarantee you I will, but you won't answer, right?
No.
God is omnipresent, omnipotent.
And threaten to join the Illuminati and shit.
Okay.
You don't agree with me? I'm going to join the Illuminati.
Dad, I'm going to beat your ass when I see you. I guarantee you. But on top of yes, I will. So, on top of that, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. I guarantee you. You better not.
Have you ever heard the phrase? I brought you into the
That's what you did. That's what you did.
So I'm trying to explain an absolute truth. Okay, and here's the absolute truth: is nothing exists outside of God. Who disagrees with that? If something exists outside of God, then it can't be God.
Yourself here, Ryan.
Huh?
You're fighting yourself. No one said nothing exists. I literally brought up Isaiah for you.
No, you're trying to create a cult, a South African fucking flatoid cult of a fucking religion. That's what you're trying to do.
I haven't done no such thing.
Can I ask you a serious question, Ryan? Like, if you're at your lodge having this debate, would you talk to all your peers this way, just out of curiosity?
Yes, except I would do it to and through. I would do it to and through the worshipful master.
I mean, you'd call everybody stupid and assholes and all that.
Yes, I would absolutely. Yes,
and you would threaten them to fight. You would fight them over a disagreement of your.
Yeah, now you're worried because I'm gonna fuck you up, you stupid fuck. Listen, yes.
Yeah. See now there, right there. See how Masonry has made Ryan a better man. You see there? Because he's willing to enact violence over a difference of opinion. Or
let me ask you a question.
Going against Masonry, though.
Let me ask you a question there, Burn the Corporate Fiction. You sound pretty passionate. And I love that about people, when they're passionate.
I love whatever you're about to say. Go ahead.
I hope so.
I hope so. He stroked his ego. I love you. Yes.
You sound, but if you were to put maybe an ounce of that passion into yourself, I think
I already have for years. That's why I'm not dead. That's why I'm not dead.
But everybody
because my father wasn't around.
You're interrupting me aside from that, you've been doing to them the whole time. I can keep talking over you. They might not have that ability, but I do. Do we just talk over each other the whole time, and you talk while I talk, and we just pretend like we're listening to each other?
No, I like you. You got a voice. I can hear it. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
Well, I got to say that you remind me of me. I remember when I was lost too.
Okay.
You got a lot of searching to do, man.
Yeah, but you're not a Mason. You don't get the way the world works.
Maybe if you come back The cool part is that, you know, your dad's got this on recording and you can come back and watch yourself, because I never got to see myself from the third person. Maybe if you come back and listen to yourself, you'll hear what I'm saying. I was put here for a purpose. My purpose is to help people, and I'm reaching out. I'm reaching out to try to help you because I can see me in you, dude. I'm literally reaching out right now to try to help you, bro. And you don't have to hear me. You don't have to take it. You know, people are going to be on their own path, but I just wanted to take this quick opportunity to say, slow down. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you react before thinking.
No, shut up, dude. You're not even talking on the same level. This guy.
You probably won't remember that I said this, but hopefully you'll come back and watch this, and then you'll hear it.
That guy has.
Ryan, what does the Masonic Creed talk about how you should interact with people?
You want me to be honest?
No, please lie to us.
Yes, I will. I'll lie to you. As material. You're material. All the people of the world are material. Your human resources. They show it to you in your face. I'm trying to tell you the truth. You guys are making me hate you, actually, and want to kill you. So I'm almost actually in line with
going against the Masonic Creed, man.
And this is after becoming a better person. This is after becoming a better person.
Who says you become a better person? You just understand the way the world is. You know what? You're right. You know it. And actually, my Masonic brothers are right. You're right. You guys are right. And keep doing. You guys are going to go nowhere. Guaranteed, because we know how the world. I know how the world works.
Where is somewhere that we're supposed to be going?
How old are you, Byrne? How old are you, Ryan?
35.
Are you happy with where you're at right now in life?
Actually, yes.
That's a lie. I can hear it in your voice.
No, it's not a lie. I am happy. I didn't think I was
the most impressed I've heard you sound tonight is answering that question right there, brother. I can fucking hear it in your voice. You're not where you want to be, man.
Would you say you have a drinking problem?
So let's break that down.
That's the thing, is that you're off on these other questions when clearly you're paying attention to the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah, we're going nowhere. Peasants.
Yeah, you're running yourself in circles, and you got these guys running in circles with you because I guess because your dad cares about you. Because if you were anybody else, you'd have been off the panel already, right?
Hey,
you think?
You
know that, right?
You are probably a Mason, and on top of that,
TH is definitely not a Mason, man. No. But Ryan, I just want to say to you something.
Shut the fuck up, Keith. You're so fucking stupid. Ryan, you know what I don't even know why.
Why is it necessary to talk that way?
Because what exists outside of God?
I know exactly why.
Philosophical question.
I know exactly why.
Hold on, you guys. Let me ask you something. You just made a statement a minute. You guys are going nowhere, which would indicate that you're going somewhere. Where is it that you're going that we're not?
That's a fair question, actually.
I know it is. That's why I asked it.
That's a fair question. Well, there's something being built outside of your stupidity that you guys engage in on a regular basis that is being built. And it's being built and you have nothing to do with it because you're stupid.
What? That made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I so hope you come back and watch this.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but like I was saying, Ryan, what I wanted to say before you...
Oh, I'll come back and watch it. That actually gave me insight into that guy.
I just want to say, Ryan, as much as you
leave a note with your Google thing because you're not going to remember this. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I for sure will.
But I'll post this on my channel as well, just for Ryan, and tag him. But anyway, just what I want to say is, Ryan, even though you are drunk and stuff, and we see that it's just the demons manifesting in you, the way you act.
Exactly.
We love you, and it's because we care about you.
Holy shit, you fucking retards. Listen, okay. Whether or not you realize I've been drinking, I don't care. Listen, hold on, Keith. Shut up for a second.
You think he wanted to hear your stupid shit about God being this and that, but he listened to you? Shut the fuck up for a second.
Hold on. No, shut up.
Why does everybody else have to hold on? You've been interrupting everyone.
AI.
You haven't shut your mouth for more than 1 minute, bro.
They are building an AI.
No one cares. Everybody's building AI. You're saying nonsense, bullshit shit. No one cares.
That's your purpose.
Listen for 2 seconds. Shut your mouth.
I'll persevere. And
persevere into what? To tell us about AI, we already know.
No, listen, they're building an AI.
We don't want to listen to some drunk guy tell us about AI. What don't you get?
Listen, okay, shut the fuck up. Listen, they're building an AI.
We don't want to hear what you have to say. We're not buying what you're selling. We don't want to hear it. Go away. Go to the next house. We don't take solicitors.
He hates it. He hates that I'm about to say this. Listen,
no, you just can't hear yourself, dude.
There's an intra-network of legal entity identification. Okay?
Stop the press, everybody. He said they're building
AI.
Shut
the fuck up. Listen, there's an intra-network of
Why do you feel like you are the one that needs to say something?
Shut the fuck up, because I do.
What gives you that fucking
I don't
juice?
care if people hate
Is it really just the alcohol, or you do act like this all the time?
All the time. Listen.
That you're just like this empowered person for no fucking reason with no weight involved? You have nothing
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Legal entity identity. Do you know what the LEI is? The very thing.
See how you're just like category jumping?
No,
you have
shut the fuck up.
You have no like stringline conversation. You're everywhere right now.
Shut the fuck up. The very thing. The very thing
is that you're fucking drunk as fuck.
Yeah,
the very thing. That's the very thing. The very thing. It's the very thing. You're talking.
This guy is effective. He's effective.
Did you notice
what I'm saying? The very thing that you use to pay taxes, to pay taxes, to pay taxes, to pay taxes.
Ryan. Okay.
Hold on. To pay taxes.
We love you too, Ryan.
They're building AI, pay taxes, but okay, what's the next? Is this that thing? What is it? Mad Libs? What is that? Is that what we're doing right now?
If I have the opportunity,
Give me a verb, Ryan.
I will kill you. I swear to God.
What are we on right now?
I will kill you. Whoever you are, I will kill you. I swear to God, if I have the opportunity.
I love dying.
That's the demon speaking in you, man.
No, it's not.
Come on.
That temper.
If I had a quarter for every time somebody threatened me,
that temper's what got you locked up last time.
Do you know? Listen, you little bitch who carried his bicycle to somebody's house to beg for help, and I know about that. So fuck off. Listen, the very network.
Ryan, who carried you in your diapers? Ryan, who carried you in your diapers, dude?
He just got some demons. You can hear him like calling his dad out for random crap
that
he's been holding on to. You literally need a best friend. That's what you fucking need. You don't need a wife. You don't need a father figure. You don't need shit. You need somebody to fucking talk to. You need a punching bag. You need a gym.
You don't want people to hear this. The very network and institution that they are setting up.
What has AI got to do with your drinking?
Hey, listen.
This could be a good session for you. You could learn something right now.
Who wants to hear this?
Nobody. No one wants to hear you, Ryan. Shut the fuck up.
I swear to God, I'll kill you. I don't care how scary you sound. I don't give a fuck.
Come on, Ryan.
Listen.
Can I say hi to Austin? Hey, Austin, how you doing, man?
Yeah,
listen, legal entity identification. Legal entity identification.
We already have barcodes. Next. Okay.
So, just
bro.
Next.
That was worse than you.
Next. That was worse than me. That was worse. That was worse.
I gave that shit up, man. Best decision I ever made.
Yep.
Legal entity identification.
You give me purpose to never go back to that. Listening to you is the reason I could never go back. I never want to sound like you ever again in my entire life.
You are
Thank God I quit.
You are on.
It was I just had 15 years June 1st.
Congratulations to you and anybody else who's fucking mentally strong enough, unlike fucking Ryan over here, who can give it up, man.
He can.
Dude,
we're here for you. Ryan, we're here to help you, man. We care for you. Even though you hate us with a passion, we love you, man.
That's why my mic is muted regularly by that cocksucking piece of shit who was never there when I was a kid. He can suck a dick.
See, that's what I mean. You got inner shit you got to talk about. I have that too. I cry about it sometimes. I'm 35 years old. I'm sorry, I'm 42 years old. I cry about that shit to myself sometimes because I wish I had somebody to talk to. But I don't fucking pick up a bottle. I promise you that.
I swear to fucking God, you are a piece of shit.
I know. I definitely was a piece of shit. I was the worst piece of shit. You don't even know what a piece of shit I used to be, brother.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. The legal.
Anybody here ever have a problem get better with by using alcohol? Anybody? Just curious about that. No.
Entity identification, right? What the fuck?
What does that got to do with your drinking problem, Ryan?
The legal identity, right? Identification.
Has nothing to do with your drinking problem.
No, it has everything to do with why this cocksucker just came on
AI
here.
forces you to get drunk.
No.
Okay.
You know I'm touching a nerve. That's the fucking. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
you were supposed to run into me
people.
tonight so that you could fucking think about yourself, and hopefully you'll wake up a little fucking bit. That's all I care about. It's just a little fucking bit. And then the rest
you came on here tonight. The
only reason I came on here was to talk to you, bro. I want to make sure you know that. Literally, the only fucking reason I'm here is to tell you that I used to be you and worse.
Obstruction to what I was gonna say.
You ain't saying shit. Nobody's listening to what you're saying anyway. Doesn't fucking matter what you were gonna say.
Oh yeah, really? What's an LEI? What is that?
You've been saying that for now. No one cares. Doesn't matter.
Fuck off.
We all already know. We all already know.
LEI? What is an LEI?
You want to be sovereign?
Shut up.
Go out in the woods and get wasted and be sovereign?
He knows. He's an agent. What is an LEI? What is that?
A laser enforced infrastructure.
Legal entity identification.
That
was a close guess. Though. I like that. He was talking about the robots first. Maybe it was.
No, that's your corporate person.
Did you have something to say, Austin? You've been patient and came up
here. No.
See, no one else can talk but me.
Cock. My dad sucks the
diarrhea coming out of Ryan's mouth for the past hour.
My dad sucks this. Literally
sucks the.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I'm gonna destroy you.
Do you hear yourself, bro?
Yes, I do.
Do you know you're pretty fucked up, right? You can admit that.
Yes, I'm gonna destroy you. I guarantee you.
You gotta cut it out.
Because you are antithetical to everything I've done.
Man, sorry to tell you.
And
someone's wrong when they start antithetical.
Okay, what is an LEI? You fucking piece of shit. What is an LEI?
Didn't you just tell us?
I did. What is it? Repeat
I forgot already. I'm drunk.
Oh, you're fucking drunk. Yeah, okay. What is it? What is an LEI, you fucking agent?
Tell me for the 20th time. I didn't hear you the first 12 times.
Legal entity identification. They're making that permanent. You know that, right?
That's if you allow them to.
Oh, you love it. You love the fact that they're going to.
Violence, you've immediately
lost. You love it. You love it. You know why? Because you work for them. I already see it. Fuck off, dude. Like, are you kidding me? How does nobody else see this guy? Who are you? Who are you? Where do you come from? Yeah, exactly. Where do you come from? Where? No. The LEI, legal entity identification.
Yes.
Listen, that's where they're going to make you the fake. Yes, he knows. Shut up, Dad. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't mean it that way. But
that was Austin, not Dad, by the way. That was Austin. He's talking down there.
Where does the LEI? What is an LEI? What is an LEI but a corporate fiction? They want to make it permanent.
Lesbian enchantment.
Has already lost his debate. Once you threaten violence, you've lost all power.
Yeah.
You've lost all power. Once you threaten...
I disagree. I think you only have power because you can threaten violence, which is why we have the Second Amendment, which is why we were not like Canada or Australia or any other fucking country where they had drones with facial recognition.
Wait a second. You think it's appropriate?
Yes. Oh, at certain points, yes, absolutely.
So, because someone doesn't agree with something you're saying?
That's not the case here.
It was the case. Someone didn't agree with you. You called them a piece of shit and said that you were going to kill them. Two people on this panel, you have threatened their lives on here. You realize
you're a liberal faggot.
Well, I don't take it for an ounce of fucking shit because of how wasted he is. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, that's the only reason I let it slide. I hope he goes back and listens.
He reminds of a drunk person trying to kick a plastic bag, and a plastic bag wins.
Yeah, he has no.
Oh, so okay. So answer any of the questions.
Every Russian video I've ever seen, basically.
No. Okay, so I'll get off. No, hold on. I'll get off. I'm gonna get off here.
We are.
I'm gonna hold on, because we have to give people free will. We have to give people. We have to give people free will.
We are in control of your emotions.
We have to give people free will. So the two questions that I will ask before I get off here, because fuck you and don't come to Michigan.
Love you too, man.
And
nobody's scared. Nobody's afraid. You're not threatening at all.
Yeah, of course. Over a keyboard.
Because I said
you're not threatening at all.
You're being drunk
over a keyboard, which I agree. But
I will let you get to Michigan just to give you a Bible and
so
to pray
the
for
two
you,
questions is shut the fuck.
I was going to Michigan to see my granddaughter, but I guess if my granddaughter's father is threatening my life, really, because I pointed out the fact that it's so obvious that everybody is seeing right now that he's being drunk and obnoxious.
Beyond.
I mean,
Ryan, I really hope you do see this afterwards.
And comes on live and does it in front of people. Like,
well,
yeah, that's
now
pretty
that the
ballsy.
host has unmuted my mic, I will say this.
Well, no one else gets a chance to talk unless he does.
Okay, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm telling you the consequences, so I would think about it. And secondly,
nobody's thinking about shit you're saying, I promise.
Thinking about that, man. You really got
fair enough. What does absolute divinity mean? Nobody can tell me or answer the question of the free will.
Do you think anyone wants to have a conversation with you?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Like, is it that? Are you that far gone that you just like fail to realize that the conversation part is gone?
Dude, I swear to God, you're a piece of shit.
Like an actual debate in real life, you and someone else
out of your fucking.
You couldn't hold up a bank, let alone a conversation right now.
Well, Ryan, what is absolute to you?
Absolute is God, right? So absolute to me is everything that happens in existence happens according to free will and to God, right?
So what you arguing against then?
So what I'm arguing against is the dumb shit you presented against what I said.
You just did what I said, and now you said I'm wrong.
All right, you know what? Okay. No, you didn't argue free will. You said stupid shit. You said, yeah, God creates this, but some things can happen outside of his control.
Never said that either. Again,
so do things happen outside of God's control?
No.
Well, then what the fuck was your argument?
Your free will, God can still control. He chooses to let you use your free will. Do you understand what free will is? You clearly don't.
Dude, I guarantee you, nobody understands free will the way that I do.
And you know what? I can show you a place where God
does
he's
show Ryan the Wonderful.
Well, Bern, you kind of do have a point there. There are some things in this universe or world or whatever you want to call it that we don't understand. You are right about that.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
I don't know. That's not true in Ryan's case.
He understands it all. Yeah, he's like, fucking know it all, bitch.
Everything. He is,
I do. Challenge me with a question.
Challenge me to anything, and I'll beat you.
Hey, you piece of shit, dude! I swear to God, if I
you fucking love it, you bitch. Shut up.
Do you go the
He has a very high, overly inflated opinion of himself. But you know, hey,
bitch,
the ego is strong in this one, huh, Jedi?
Hey, Ryan,
I got your bitch that you want to suck on between my motherfucking legs. You
are you? Did the feelings get hurt?
Oh God, yeah. Hey, let's meet up.
Right.
Maybe if you have another bottle of alcohol, you'll feel better.
Dude, I swear to God, I'll kill you.
Dude, you know what? Don't threaten any more lives, or I'm gonna have to throw you off here.
Dude, I'm gonna leave.
Hey, Ryan, can I ask you a question, bro?
Yeah, Austin's trying to ask you a question, dude. Hold on a second.
Question. It's a serious, genuine, honest question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, what happens when you die?
I'd like to know that too. Give us the answers.
Ryan has an answer for everything, so I would like to know.
Truth. He fell asleep again.
Passed out.
Ryan, are you there, dude? Come on.
Wake up. I know.
He ran away.
Yeah.
No, he's
gonna come back. He's not gonna be able to handle it. He's gonna come back.
Wow, what the fuck, man?
This is what original sin is, right? Pride, really. Yeah. To be honest,
the thing
with
is, that's exactly it's pride. He's got a big ego.
Well, it's the alcohol. It's none of those things. That's not the real him. Don't you guys understand? He's possessed by a fucking demon, right? When the little fucking parasite goes and he takes the little ant's head and he jumps inside the head and he starts steering the ant around. That's what's happening. He's being hijacked. He's been hijacked.
It's demon manifestation, and the thing is, he's got more than one of these demons in him, and it's based on the drinking.
You invite the spirits in.
And like I said, we do love you, Ryan. We care for you, and this is why we're trying to just get you to understand what you're doing.
Well, I know the history of alcohol in my dad.
Yeah.
In my older brother. In my younger brother. In myself. They're all very similar stories. And I also know it with him. Okay? Now, he did real good for a while there. He got himself into some trouble. Alcohol being the chief component in that. And, I figured he must have learned from that, right? And I've advised him. I'm like, look, man, we just can't do that shit. I mean, that's just how it is, But he's got a pretty massive ego without the alcohol. So it's still, he's on that idea that, no, it doesn't have me defeated. And so this isn't the first time he's come on here and been drunk and argue with me and threaten me and all this other bullshit.
And I see some of you saying that stuff in the chat. I feel like sometimes the only way to beat egos like that is with another fucking ego. There's just certain people that I know how to talk to them, and whether you can hear it or not or understand, I can understand that he gets it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
like you were saying, to go back and see it third person. From another perspective and watch it and go, oh my God, did I really say that? Was that really how I was being? That's it
happened to me. I watched somebody recorded me when I was talking drunk to a cop. And in my head, I can clearly remember sounding perfectly fine and feeling like there was nothing wrong with me. But then going and watching the video, I was like, that's not what I felt like at the time. It is a complete illusion what you're under.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to get that upset,
right,
because over somebody doesn't agree with your point or whatnot, and it's like, or you're having here's Keith's view on something, and it's like, God damn, dude, let the man talk. You got to jump in. He does exactly like FTFE does. He wants to jump in and start doing that shit, and it's like, man, look, just stay muted till the other guy's done. Okay. And then you can make your point.
And like I said, he sounds very passionate about what his questions are, what he wants to talk about. That's great. But that's not the real him that's truly trying to discuss that or have a debate. He's just trying to, he's got these inner thought processes going on. And he just wants to exert that onto the world or onto anyone because maybe he doesn't have an outlet at home and he's struggling in that kind of way. And I know what that feels like. I know exactly how that feels.
Well, he can't accept somebody else not having the same view. And this tells me a lot about his own view. You claim it that it's the absolute truth and it, but you seem to need validation from other people in order for it to concrete in you.
But that's the thing.
Right, Goddard even said that's why he joined the Masons. He's looking for some type of connection with a brotherhood or some. He needs to fit in. He hasn't found what his purpose is, and when you find that changes you, changes your whole outlook on life, right? He's at a point where he needs to find himself.
But that's the thing. He was projecting his dictatorship onto God, and he's trying to project it onto others.
Yeah, he's got worldly questions that he
can't. You have to be honest with yourself. Even if you think you don't agree with other people, you have to be honest with yourself. Is that how you want yourself to be a representative, or how you want to represent yourself? Like, that's not a very good representation.
Yeah, sometimes you have to understand it's not them problem. It might be a me problem. And I've gone through that too.
When he's sober, Keith, he actually has clarity. He's sharp. He helps people out. He's got a good heart, dude. He really
he knows the law. He's not dumb by any means.
All humans do. We really do. I mean, we start we talked about this earlier too when you guys were first talking about the good and evil. The evil and good run through the hearts of all mankind. It's what you choose to do with that. You have bad thoughts. There was a point in time I was like, what's wrong with my brain, dude? Why are these things coming into here? And you have to get to a point where you train yourself to control that shit.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is on that same, on that note, I'm like, okay, I can actually kind of, in a way, thank you for that. Thank you for that display, because like you mentioned, it reminds you, and it's just a good little reminder of, oh, wow. Yeah. I remember that shit.
Me being the drunk I was reminded someone else, and that cycle continues too down the road.
Yeah.
That maybe he'll wake up one day and all of that will happen for him. And that, it's just that we're all on our own path. And Jehovah's daughter, Barbara, even said it took me till I was 60. She was 60 when she did her awakening and thing. So we are all complete. It might never happen for him. Who knows? It might happen tomorrow. But at least I'm going to try. Like, I think that's my purpose now that I've woken up, is to at least reach out and be like, hey, man, I used to be just like that, bro. Please listen.
Well, I think we've all talked about it here, that we were all, we've all drank once. And it's like, you're going to wake up tomorrow and have that regret feeling, the way you talk to people up here, the way you acted. That's not very good. Like I said, a very good representation of yourself. And is that how you want people to remember you? Like, to me, no, maybe. But
you're blind to it also when it's you, like the third person thing. Like, he's not going to see what we see. He's not going to understand our point of view. He's not going to hear the words we're saying about him, because especially when people are trying to tell you about yourself, you've got a solid concrete view of what you look like, and you're not willing to accept anybody else's view on what you are. You know who you are, right? That's a thing for people, is they have that. That's a barrier as well, is they don't want to be changed or told who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I've been going a long time here.
You have, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here. I didn't even realize how long we've been on this damn thing.
Almost 6 hours. Wow.
Yeah. I didn't intend on that, but hey, here we are. That's all right. I ain't got to do nothing tomorrow, I don't think. Well, we'll find out. If somebody comes in here waking me up, telling me I was supposed to be doing something, then I'll know better, won't I? All right. Well, and for some of you, I'll apologize for that display, but also I think it was a useful display in any case. Anybody got any last words for us, Shine Off here?
Yeah. Guys, trust in Jesus. He knows what's best.